Welcome to Since We're Here, the podcast where we explore a wide range of dilemmas, issues, problems, or situations, also known as dips. So sit back and open up your mind. Let's talk about it. Well, since we're here, baby, let's talk about it. 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 Shh, it's just me and you. We ain't got to tell the whole crew. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. They say opposites attract, but how far is too far adjacent? In regard to compatibility, how much do you prefer to have in common with your potential life partner? I'm your host, Gucci, and since we're here, let's talk about it. We all growing up hearing that old wives' tale that opposites attract. And the more you think about it, that shit seems like it really be true. I mean, when you think about opposites, sometimes we want to go to the extremes of things such as like maybe Bobby or Whitney or shit, even J and B, you know what I'm saying? When you go to the extremes of compatibility and then you think about it on a deeper intellectual level, maybe they really not that different or as different as we think they are. So on the subject of compatibility and, how far being opposite of one another is far enough or too far, a few things come to mind for me. Reasons I see in being opposites may work in relationship is because the adventure, always trying to figure out, where we're going to eat at or, what we're going to go do outside of activities and things of that nature, the spontaneity of things, when you're not complacent in your relationship and you're excited to go and do another activity with your potential partner in life, it keeps you fresh, it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you relaxed. Sometimes having your own identity, outside of the relationship, keeps you sane and grounded to your core of who you was before you got with that person. If this person is known to be a great chess player, don't encroach upon their chess and start trying to pick it up and learn. Yeah, you can play like you interested in things like that, but let that man or that woman, let chess be their thing. If you do arts and crafts, you won't want that motherfucker coming there teaching you how to show or asking you to show them how to make a crochet head or sweater. That's your line. You know what I'm saying? But where you can compliment one another is, you can crochet his ass a chess piece or a mat or a bag or something, and be considerate of his separate but different side of his identity that's outside of yours. Just be appreciative of that. One of the biggest things we do is that we, sometimes encroach on our partner's identities that's outside or before us. And that's what kills a relationship. You still have to let them be who they are outside of who you need them to be for you, And another thing I see as a positive about being opposites is that it's like sort of like that B movie. Everybody thinks the same. Wake up, go to work, go home. If everybody thought the same, it'd be boring. If we just watched the same as movies, we did the same thing day in and day out. It'll kind of remind me of like that movie American Beauty, how they just hated being at that dinner, that boring ass dinner. So yeah, sometimes you got to spice it up, mix it up a little bit. It's okay, So if you see somebody that's normally not in your comfort zone, they probably come from a different socio-economical status or something like that, Don't be afraid to shoot your shot. You just might be what they looking for. Or you might just be what they need, So never be afraid to step out your comfort zone. Now I have to play devil's advocate here, and speak on some of the cons of having things in common with your partner. The competitive nature of men, and some women. Sometimes when you have common things with your partner, it can become very fucking competitive. One of my exes, which shall remain nameless, used to cook, and everybody that know me know I can throw down. So no matter what I made, it can be fresh made cheese from goat milk. It was, oh, I can make it better in my sleep, or oh, I can do it. And that shit used to piss me off, like really piss me off. And it's like, now that I think about it in hindsight, maybe it was just a little friendly competition, but, it kind of made me resent his ass a little bit. Like, fuck you. You will never eat this again. Hope you choke. Like, yeah, sometimes it felt like that. It makes you not want to put effort into the shit because you're going to get critiqued to the gods. But, that's how competitive people are. I was the same exact way. We both was going at it, and sometimes that shit just is annoying. I mean, the last thing I want to do is to be going back and forth and arguing, and then shit get personal off of some pettiness, just off some friendly competition. Somebody and push their pillow and your feelings done got a little delicate. Now you talking about motherfuckers' mamas and shit, Whoa, be easy there. Be real smooth. So yeah, sometimes having things in common with people is bad in my opinion. Because what made you special, or what made you unique, and sometimes you be having some shit ass friends that be egging it on because they really be knowing too. They be like, oh, your shit tastes better than Gucci's. Oh man, Gucci, what you gonna do? Oh, and it's like, y'all niggas petty as fuck as well. But yeah, it's good and bad on both sides of the aisle. And with that being said, some of the key takeaways from this episode that I hope my listeners will get is finding a happy middle ground in your relationship, like learning to accept that someone will be better at some of the things, and it's okay. If you both cook, but she makes better spaghetti, let her make the fucking spaghetti. If, both of y'all know how to drive, but he drives better, let him drive. You want to allow your spouse to take the lead and share the interests, in which they excel, No lack of effort on your part, they just better. And some people just better, and it's okay, like I said. So, if your partner is good at whatever it is that you both do, let them take the lead. It doesn't hurt. It only makes you better. And once you realize what you guys do good separately, you can do great together. Then there's nothing stopping your success in that relationship. I'm your host, Gucci. And as always, remember to love yourself like no one else would. Peace. We hope you enjoyed this episode. And as always, we would like to thank our listeners for tuning in for new episodes each and every week. Please rate and review our podcast and download us wherever you receive your podcast. Be sure to follow or subscribe on all social media platforms under the handle Well Since We're Here, and make sure that you turn on notifications so that you stay current on all new episodes.